Yo, it's Cass and Chris. We got you in the mix. Yeah. We say goodbye to the gloominess and the rain. Bright-eyed pupils when we peep the waves. Until we get sipping our local IPA. Welcome to the city built for leisure and play.
Because we're living. Check 1, 2. Here we go. Am I all framed up and ready to roll? Should have done that before. Welcome back to the Livin in San Diego podcast. I'm Chris Erickson. We got Mr. Cassidy Lewis over on the ones and twos. Coming off a hot podcast last week. If you guys didn't hear it, we got to chat with a few dudes, Normal Heights, Rex, and Mark, aka DJ Psycho. And we were in their record store, super cool spot, and going through their story, how it came about, how they made it to San Diego, a little bit about that area. And, you know, they're making this like, it's a record store, but they're trying to evolve it into like a space, a vibe, a community where they're having shows. They have DJ Qbert. If you guys, any DJ fans out there, he's been hot for a while. He is based out of the Bay Area, and he's just been spinning for a long time. He's won a bunch of competitions. He's more of like a scratch DJ. Anyways, he's coming there, I think this weekend actually. So, and he's coming up to Oceanside as well. At what was he? Do you remember this Oceanside place? There's a cool another record. This got drinks, appetizers. They got DJs, record bar. It looks like a really cool venue up in Oceanside. So right off Coast Highway. We'll find it and post it, but I forgot where that was. Anyways, go check that out. Today's episode coming off a hot week. So we got our weekends coming up. We have a little bit of sports, a little Super Bowl wrap up and how I did on my bets. And then we have a little new to do and I do. And obviously our story of the week. It's a good one too. And it was supposed to not drop last week. We were supposed to cover it last week, pre-Super Bowl, but I think it'll still be hot this week. So, because I watched I'm not going to tell you what it was, but I watched a little throwback to it the other day, and it was, this morning. It was great. So anyways, let's rock and roll. Episode 268, Cassidy.
I love how you asked me, like I'm looking at the numbers.
Well, on my notes, it says 264, which I know is not correct.
No, that's not right.
But anyways, both rocking our Living in San Diego gear today.
Yep.
I don't know. Should we start a swag? A little swag going on?
Yep.
Get anybody else who wants some. I like that sweatshirt. I don't know if this would be a good seller, but it's.
I mean, I probably wouldn't wear tan, but you look good in it.
I didn't know what color it was. I was like, I think they call it sand, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's a good call.
I don't know, but I just I have a few black sweatshirts. I have a few darker ones. I was like, I need something light. Goes with jeans. It's like perfect. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you got dark blue. You got the dark blue hat. Sand color. It's kind of like a Padres uniform, actually. Like their military sand ones, yeah. So anyways, here we go. Hit us up. Hello at Livin in San Diego. If you guys shall need anything, go follow us on Instagram at LIVIN in San Diego. We have some fun reels over there and dropping more every single week. So let's rock and roll. So weekends, I'll hop in first. So I'm just going to run a quick, since we got a lot to cover today. So it was actually a few weekends since we missed a few, but State Cup, soccer's over for the year. So
bummer.
Yeah. I was let's just say not our best performance in the last game, but still fun season, good crew, had a good time. And I think actually Julie's like, okay, at least we don't have to go to Norco. So she's like, I'm kind of bummed, but I'm okay. But anyways, after that, we went to probably like half the team, we went to Fazeli Winery. So if you go out of Temecula, it's pretty deep in there, those fields. Mm-hmm. It's kind of in the cool area of Temecula where it's rural. I think it's set up for like horse grounds and weddings, they have other events. And stuff. Yeah. And it's, I mean, once you get out Temecula, once you get down the main road, what is it, 79 right there?
Yeah.
And usually you take a right to Pachanga, or if you keep going down that road, it just keeps spreading the suburban sprawl where it just keeps going, more shopping centers, more Chili's, more, insane. All that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And it was just, I mean, I guess it was State Cup, so I was like traffic that day, but I'm pretty sure, I don't know, it might always be traffic.
It's always lights. I mean, it's just light after light after light. Yeah. So it's a tough road to out to those fields just because of that.
Yeah.
Especially like even if we're going to like Palm Desert, going the back way, same thing. You're driving that same road out. and those lights just take forever.
They do. Anyways, Homeboy or Tyler, hit me up if it's always like that. I want to know. But anyways, there's a ton of wineries, but we went to Fazeli, and it's just, you got a cool outdoor area. They had some flatbread pizzas, one of them was like a white, maybe Sauvignon Blanc, something like that. And then the next one was a rosé. So a nice little wine on we were there right at opening, right on a nice little Saturday. Great views. That's when you're out in the country. It was pretty rad. I love going out there. I haven't been out to the wineries. I was chatting with one of the dads for probably a decade, if not longer.
Yeah.
Did you ever do party buses out there?
We did like a tour. Just Chelsea and I went and did like a tour bus, like with a whole bunch of strangers, but it was like a tour, and you went to like 4 different wineries and did tastings and stuff, and had a lunch at one of them at Callaway, which was cool. And then we've kind of we had a wine club membership at Danza del Sol, which is kind of in that same little wheelhouse, same area. But yeah, I love it out there. We don't, like you said, we don't get up there that often anymore, but it's always a good time.
Yeah. Definitely. It was like, we should do like a little staycation, like one day up there, hit up some wineries, go back to the hotel, cruise around, chill, like that kind of stuff. It seemed fun. So
yeah.
Anyways, Fazeli Winery was the one we went to, and good wine, great views. There was one right before it too. So there's a few, right back to back, right?
Yeah.
We also did the Sockers game. Have you guys gone to the Sockers game yet? Frontwave. No. You got to go. Your kids like soccer, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's super fun. Fun event right at Frontwave Arena, and they have games all the time. So it's like we went to, I think it was a Sunday 3:00 game, because the night games are, I don't know. I like the day games. So you get out there, you're out, parking's pretty easy. And then once you get in, we did the family pass. So if you guys are looking for an easy little family event, parking's not included in this, but Julie found it. This is the pop-up came up. I don't know how to get out of it now. But it says 36 events, 36 drink vouchers, 12 parking passes, and you can click into it. If you want like all the Clippers games, all the Sockers games, you get to pick and choose which ones you want. You get like a certain amount of vouchers, but it was like almost $1,500, but you get season tickets to everything.
To everything.
Yeah. So anyways, but the San Diego Sockers family packs, they are $75. The dates are January 5th through March 30th. Oh, these are 2025, but anyways, you can still find it. 4 game tickets, 1 large popcorn, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, and you get add on if you want. But yeah, so it's kind of like everybody's excited. You get some popcorn, you get some dogs, the boys get some sodas. I think we went waters this time, but nonetheless, it's super fun event. They have a DJ spinning the whole time basically, or some sort of music going. So it's kind of sounded like Lincoln's pump up jams for soccer. It was just like cranking. So they got that going on. We've been there for a few times for where the kids are on the field. They get to do certain events where they go down there. So anyways, super fun event, easy in, easy out. It's not too busy. I think the max capacity is 7,000 or 8,000. It's usually the ones we've been to about half, maybe a little bit more full. And they recently put up nets, so now if you're sitting behind the goal, you're a little safer. Before it was just whizzing by your face. But yeah, for $75, I think it's well worth it. So, anyways, go check out Frontwave Arena. And then before Cassie gets into his weekend, I'm sure there's a lot more going on. Oh, we got a remodel going on. That's always fun. But follow me on Instagram, because I've been putting little posts and like my work environment and updates and all that kind of stuff. You should have seen my filming setup. Our YouTube videos are dropping, I guess, a few weeks from now, but it was like in the boys' room. So it's their dirty dresser in the back. I think a few stuffed animals. I put up some weird lights, like lighting. And so this week's video is going to be fun, but it worked. It was these lights that we got going on, but much brighter. You would have been like, oh my God, this sucks. But also we just recently switched brokerages. So we were with EXP. Now we are with LPT. So the podcast is still sponsored by Livin in San Diego. That's our real estate crew.
Yeah.
We're just a different brokerage now. So anyways, not much changing there, but just want to give you guys a heads up. If you follow us along, you'll see a few more updates on that on our socials. And yeah, I think that was it. Let's rock and roll.
Sweet.
Cassie, what you got?
Well, we had a busy weekend. Good. It was fun though. On Saturday, we had baseball practice. So baseball's in full swing, which is fun. And then Braden had Cam had a soccer scrimmage out at Palomar College. So we were like just hauling to each event. And then Braden had his birthday party at 5 Tool on Saturday afternoon.
San
So
Marcos?
fun. Yeah, San Marcos. Yeah. And for anybody that hasn't done that or looked into it or didn't know it existed, it's rad. They especially on Saturday, it was empty. And so they give you 3 or 4 bays, like cage bays. Then they pulled the nets back. So it's all just one big open green space, turf space. They played kickball to warm up. They played dodgeball for for a long time. They played soccer for a bunch of time, played flag football. So, and
How
you get
big's
like
the
an hour.
space?
It's a pretty good sized space. And Braden, I think, had 13 kids or 14 maybe.
Yeah.
And they had a blast. Like they were all sweating and running around, and they probably all drank like 3 Gatorades each. And but you get like an hour and a half of just playtime and hanging out and all that. And then they order pizzas, eat for like 5 minutes, and the boys are back in the cage running around and throwing balls at each other again.
Yeah. Everybody's like, food's so important, and then nobody eats it.
Yeah. Or they eat it so quick that it doesn't matter. Yeah. They don't even taste it. And so they give you like another 15 minutes. They played flag football for that last little 15 minutes with one of the guys that runs it, Connor. Was the all-time QB, so he's
Nice.
making plays with the boys and throwing deep balls. And yeah, it was cool. The 2 people, and I don't know if it's always the same, but Hannah and Connor who ran it, Bray's going back to a party this Friday for another buddy there. So good people, cool space, definitely worth looking at if you're thinking about
If you need a
birthday
party
Yep.
with some fun events, you could do it. Sounds like even on the rainy week we have coming up here
Yeah,
inside.
Yeah, and the cages, it's rain or shines, which is great. And then the cages don't tend to be super busy on the weekends just because people are out playing games and practices and all that. So I think it was just another way for them to keep the cages busy.
Yeah.
But it's turned out awesome. This is Cam and Bray went to one of Cam's buddies' parties there. Like I said, Bray's going again Friday. So
Is this where you hit? Is this where you hit a few softballs?
I did yesterday, yeah. Yeah, Cam's practice got canceled yesterday. So we went to the cages like at the last second, and I threw BP to him for 20 minutes, and he threw BP to me like for 8. Like, Cam, get it up a little higher, a little higher. But yeah, it was fun. So I'm excited to
were
get
you
back.
raking? How'd you feel?
I was raking on the pitches that were hittable, and the other ones I'm like, they're at my ankles or at my. But he did a good job.
Not
He did a good
expanding
job.
the strike zone.
No, and he did a good job of. I mean, it's whatever reason there's a weird like shaped L screen in there, and every time he was not protected, I'm like, I don't want to swing. So anyway, it was fun though, and then Sunday we did. We had a baseball game in the morning, and then kind of the highlight, other than Super Bowl. I don't know if it was a highlight of the day.
Talk about that.
But Braden and I went and played his first round of golf on a golf course. He's hit up in the driving range a little bit and in the simulator, but we got to go out and play 9 holes at Rancho Carlsbad, which is pretty cool because that's where I learned how to golf. It's only changed the fact they changed the 9th hole. Like I was telling you, like that's the only thing that's changed from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
The greens are still like gumdrops. So like Braden's like, how am I do this? If I hit it up there, it's just gonna roll back. And I'm like,
It's like a mini golf
that's
course.
part of Some of them are flat, but some of them are like, how do you? It's like that hole that like where it looks like a volcano,
Yeah,
and you have
those
to like
are
try
tough.
to hit it up. But it was a lot of fun, and he definitely caught the bug. Like we just ordered him golf shoes, and he's ready to rock and roll.
Did he?
So that's good.
Did he hit any buildings, any water, anything?
He hit it in. So there were 2 holes on the front 9 where you have to hit it over the little creek bed. The first one he hit one in, and I just told him to just play it on the other side.
Yeah.
Second one he hit one in. He didn't even want to hit. He's like, I'm just gonna lose this ball. Like, what's the point of this? And he hit it in, and then I'm like, crow hop and throw a ball across the creek and see if he got it within like 6 feet of the cup. So
there you go.
It was great.
Kind of like a foot wedge, but
exactly, but a hand wedge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was cool. It was a really fun. It was hot out there, but it was fun getting to see him try it out. And
is it busy out there?
It was actually pretty crowded when we got there, and so like we were waiting on like the first 4 holes for the people in front of us, and then they started speeding up.
Yeah.
But after there was one guy after us that was waiting for us the whole time, because he was just playing solo, and then there was another pair after that we actually know from camp soccer, and that was it. I think like after that time, it just
was that your phone? I was wondering what that was. I was like, where is that
completely died.
Microphone doing that?
No,
okay,
I got a spam call coming in.
Yeah, that's all right.
It completely died after that. So everybody was getting ready for the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah,
but it was when I pulled into the parking lot, I'm like, this is crazy. It is packed in here. So
how much is it to play?
So you're able to play. So we only played 9, and you can actually pay for 9, which is cool.
Okay.
Juniors are $12. Adults, I think 33 for 18, and maybe it was 25 for 9 or something like that.
All right.
So not too bad. And
Quick
Bray
and
got
easy.
a pull cart too.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Okay.
So it was cool. It's fun.
Very nice. Very nice. Little golf game.
Yeah.
We
I
have
feel
to-
more confident now, like for him to go out to Lake San Marcos, like and play like not a real course, but like a little bit more of a course with some distance and stuff
I
like
think
that.
I'm playing there tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Hopefully it doesn't rain. I think it's supposed to stop today.
I think so. I think it's supposed to stop right now.
Oh, cool. Good.
So we should be done with it. San Diego rain is
Until
done.
next week.
Till next week. Then it's supposed to potentially rain all week, I guess. And this is your weather update from the Livin in San Diego crew. But all right, cool. Let's talk about Super Bowl then. Go. What were your thoughts?
I really didn't like much about it. The game was, so let's start with the game. I mean, that's maybe the most important part for me. I mean, the commercials are always fun, but they weren't that anything special this year.
Yeah.
Halftime show is always fun. I think I just didn't really get it. I mean, I didn't mind it, but I'm not one of the people that are up in arms about it.
You're just not a fan.
I'm
It's
not-
just
I
not
don't-
music we know, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
not like
Well, it's the same thing
when they have
when
Snoop and Dre come out. We're like, dude, we grew up on that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
this
yeah.
This is our.
Yeah.
But I know Bad Bunny is a huge artist. I just don't know his music.
Yeah, agreed. So the game was just a dud. I mean, it was everybody says
fest.
everybody said it was like a defensive. Like, was it really, or was it just bad offense for the first 3 quarters?
Yeah.
Which is definitely what it felt like. Yes, the Seattle defense is insane, but the New England Patriots shouldn't have been there.
They were putting a lot of pressure on though.
Yeah.
They were just. There was a guy, he's under pressure pretty much every throw.
Yeah,
The only way they were breaking out is, Walker kind of juking a few dudes out and then getting to the outside a little bit.
yeah. It just was not. It got entertaining at the end, but then by the end it was over. So it was like, it was just ridiculous.
It was, pretty snoozy.
Yeah, I agree. I think if it was Denver with a healthy quarterback or the Bills against Seattle, it would have been way more fun.
Yeah.
It probably maybe same results, who knows, but it wouldn't have been as boring as that.
Mine is going off my bets. So
Did you pick 4 field goals to win? No, just kidding.
Yeah, the over under on field goals. I don't know what that was. So first off, starting with the coin flip. I was texting my cousin. He's like,
it was heads, right?
He just texted me. He's like, hope for heads here, or no, hope for tails. Got 200 on it, and I already made a few bets. And I was like, put me in for that one. Not 200, but so started off. I had
failed.
tails. So now you're down your first
It
bet.
never
was
fails, but it fails half the time.
I swear the other dude, Cooper Kupp, said heads, or no, it sounded like he called heads. Did you hear that? Like
They deferred.
I know, but it sounded
Oh
like
wait, no, Patriots.
And
Deferred.
then the referee was like, turned around. He's like, he said, it sounded like he said heads. The referee turned around and said, all right, tails, you got tails, flipped it.
Well, Patriots were the one that made the call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So
Cooper Kupp might have said. I think he said heads after.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. It sounded, whatever came out live, whatever,
Yeah.
whoever said something, it sounded like that. So maybe it wasn't
Yeah.
talking to him.
So when New England called heads, it was heads. They deferred, and then Cooper Kupp decided on what side of the field they wanted to return.
Okay.
So I don't know. It was
All
weird.
right. Yeah. Well, Joe Montana went down a couple notches in my book. Can't even flip a tails for me. And then we just had a boring game, right? And it was fine. I had Seattle. I had the over, and then I had Seattle over parlay. And so it was looking not great the whole time. Seattle -5. So we came through on that one. And then came down. We left about third quarter, so I was listening to it on the radio. And got home, and our TV wasn't hooked up yet because we're doing the remodel. So finally, I just turned on the 97.3, I think it was on the radio on my phone. And came down, they ended up, I was doing the math in my head. Okay, we're at here. What I think total was 42 points. But they have a chance, since I wasn't watching at the end, didn't
New England was
had
driving,
a chance? No?
They were driving,
Okay.
but it wasn't much of a drive.
Not
It was
much
like
of a drive.
I think they got down to the 40 maybe.
Oh, okay.
But
So it wasn't as close as it sounded.
yeah, maybe. I mean, at that point, I don't think anybody really was trying very hard.
Yeah. Yeah, they knew they were out of it.
Yep.
But anyways, cashed out one bet, so wasn't great.
Did it pay
was
for the
kinda
rest of them or no?
Split it, so lost half.
Okay.
But wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. But yeah, no, it was funny, the commercials watching whatever, but there was one, nobody's paying attention, and then it started doing, it looked like karaoke, and you follow along the words. What song was it? I think it was
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys.
And then it was like a coin something or other.
Coinbase, yeah. So
Coinbase,
like a crypto exchange.
Company, yeah.
But everybody, the girls were like, Eddie, did you throw this on? Did you
It was so
throw on
weird.
karaoke? They're like, and they started singing along, and everybody, and
It was so weird.
and they thought he just turned off the game and turned on karaoke. So that was I think pretty clever. Obviously, if everybody was stopping what they were doing and singing along to the song, and
maybe at a party, but I was watching it and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
And it kept going and going and going. You know how much that commercial costs?
a lot.
$10 million.
Yeah. Well, hey, everybody's hearing it now. We're talking about it on the Live in San Diego podcast, so it's working.
Yeah. I mean, there were a couple, I actually liked some, I listened to a breakdown of everything on Monday.
Yeah.
And they were crushing all the commercials and saying it was one of the worst years ever. I don't know if I agree with worst year ever, but it was just not. There were none that were amazing. The Doritos commercials that were amazing forever, those weren't there.
Was the a Budweiser commercial? Was that a Super Bowl? That just kind of happened before.
Yeah, it was during the one with the horse and the eagle.
No.
Oh,
I'm talking about the past ones, the Three Frogs.
Oh, that was definitely that was definitely Super Bowl.
Or the was
that was
those ones are funny.
Yeah, those are the OG really good ones. I thought my three favorite, the Mandalorian commercial or trailer that it was supposed to be it was like a Budweiser wagon being pulled.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it was Mandalorian.
I was trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I liked the now I can't. Oh, I guess it was State Farm maybe with the guy from.
Didn't they have everybody in it?
Yeah, there's a lot of people from in the State Farm one. Had Haley Steinfeld, and then had the two guys that were saying why their company wasn't as good as State Farm.
Okay.
And why you should still choose them for whatever reason. And then I like the Jurassic Park one. A lot of people are hating on their aged faces or younger faces. But I thought it was funny.
That was a good
if you
one.
could have just plugged it in and been done,
Yeah,
there would have been no
oh,
movie.
okay.
Hang by the pool.
I guess we're good.
Yeah, it was cool.
That was funny. I don't remember any other ones, so thanks for bringing them back.
Those are the only ones that I can remember.
All right. Well, that was a snooze fest.
Yeah.
And I lost money, so
Boo on
still was
all
fun.
fronts.
Had a good time at the house. It's always hanging out at Super Bowl is always something to look forward to. It's something fun. It's always a good event. So, and we got out of the house this year, which is a huge. Usually
crazy.
we do at home, get a charcuterie board, hang out, which is fine too.
We made wings. That was fun. Chelsea
Perfect.
made a dip. That was delicious.
Nice.
So yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. What Eddie had a buffalo chicken dip.
Yep, love it.
Yeah.
It's one of my go-tos.
Okay. Yeah. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. I took some home, had some later on that evening. And then we had to throw it away the next day because I was like, I can't keep eating that.
It literally, on every single bottle of Frank's RedHot is the recipe for that. For that.
So if you need it.
Yeah, so if you need it, it's right there. Super good. Actually,
Yeah.
I know it by heart now, so
Okay.
it's a good sign.
That is good. Do you only do it for Super Bowls or for big games?
Or big games. Yeah, big games, Super Bowls. If we have people over, something like that, sometimes we'll do it. So It's a good one.
Yeah. It is good. All right. Second up, this is pretty important too. Softball's starting back up.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Yes.
I can't wait.
So, you know,
unless we get rained out next week, I'm going to be so upset.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for 2 months.
we probably are getting rained out. Oh, that would be funny.
It would not. I think it's happened before. It's like, we're waiting. This is our biggest gap, right?
Yeah.
End of October.
It seems like we've had a long off season.
Yeah. End of October through February 19th, I think, is our game next week. That's a long break.
It is.
So we'll see.
Yeah. So if you guys are looking forward to listening to stories about people you don't know playing adult league softball, tune in next week.
Yeah.
All the next weeks actually, because it's going to be fun.
And we're back in Poinsettia. Like that is the biggest part of all of this is we are back at Poinsettia.
I mean, we
out
should
of
have a
Calavera.
team party just for that.
Yeah, 100%.
The
And the
Calavera's tough.
And our buddies who originally were Calavera talked the guy running it into moving them to Poinsettia. So they're in the league with us too.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
So you made some.
He made some deal. He made a deal, or I was like, dude, if you call and they switch us to Calavera and you move to Poinsettia,
You're like, we're calling back. We quit. Also coming up, the end of the month, actually probably like a week and a half from now, spring training.
Yep.
Starting. I just looked up Padres just to see kind of what was going on, and they have February 20th is their first spring training game.
Yep.
So that'll be fun.
Pitchers and catchers reported yesterday. So
wow.
if you go on Instagram, you see all the guys in their unis and throwing the ball around and hitting in the cages for the catchers. And Luis Arráez got his first.
Oh yeah, Luis Arráez is a giant.
Is a giant, yeah. And he got his first reps at second base. I'm a little nervous, but we'll see what happens.
He was solid at first. Second, you need a little more range.
Yeah,
I liked his
not
play
gonna
at first. It was fun. He's a fun player. But what are your thoughts? Are you excited about him?
So I'm like
A lot of singles.
I'm slowly. Well, and we play in a ballpark where he's gonna have a field day. It's a hitter's ballpark, or it's a dink and dunk ballpark. Hard to hit home runs there, but I think he's gonna hit a lot of singles. But I hated it when I first heard it. Not because of his offense, but because he held out for a deal where he could play second base. So the Giants made the deal saying, yes, you can play second. And he was a liability at second base 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Doesn't get better with age.
I don't think so.
So, and he's never going to play first base for us. We've got Devers and Bryce Eldridge.
Who was your second baseman?
Casey Schmidt, who will probably still be the utility guy. My guess is Casey Schmidt or Christian Koss, one of our other infielders, will play second base after the seventh inning and on.
Oh, okay.
Especially with a lead.
Coming in as a defender.
Defensive replacement.
Got it.
So, yeah. I love seeing all the images though. That's like my favorite part of spring training is like you get to see all the videos of all the things going on. And Giants posted, I'm in my dream. I don't even care about playing the game, but like their locker rooms where like every single piece of Giants clothing is like in their locker.
Yeah.
They have like 4 pairs of cleats and 4 gloves.
Everything all lined
I
up.
would love that. Just in my garage. Like our tide swings, like our stuff, and like 3 pairs of cleats deciding.
You should set that up. Make your own little locker room in your garage.
Sweet.
You should definitely do that. Right. Get it all arranged, all nice.
Mm-hmm.
Get it pressed.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe we could all have our locker. Can we have everybody have a locker room in your garage?
In my garage, yeah.
Everybody gets their own little locker. All right.
We pregame there for every game.
So we'll definitely have some updates on baseball coming up. Yeah, Arráez was fun. Is this his 5th team in 5 years or something? 6 years, something like that?
Has he been that many teams?
I don't know. He's been on a few. Maybe not.
I know it was Marlins. It was just Marlins, Padres, us.
Oh, I don't know. Was it?
I don't know.
Nobody knows. We're never going to be able to find this out. All right. Well, let's get on with it. All right. We ready? We're kind of cruising fast. This is a fast podcast, guys. All right. Anything else on sports?
No. I mean, I think the end of football is like the best part is that it's the beginning of baseball.
Yeah.
Like, I guess hockey and basketball are still happening, but
we don't have a hockey team. We don't have a basketball team. Basketball's rough. I can't watch it.
Yeah,
I know you were saying we've had this discussion before, but
yeah, I mean, I think one of our players is the reason it's rough. So Steph Curry's kind of changed the game, and I like that game, but now it's starting to get a little bit more ugly when everybody else is trying to do it too. So, yeah.
What's
I just
that
don't.
game?
It's not
What's the game?
Just a lot of 3-pointers and a lot of missed 3-pointers.
Yeah, just throwing it up there.
Not very much defense.
Yeah. All right, let's get into new, to do, and ado. So we got 2 news this week since we missed one. But first, new, and I just passed along the second half of these to Cassidy. But from one of our Instagram posts, living in San Diego, a gal hit us up over in Leucadia, and it's called Little Oaks Bakehouse. And she makes these cookies, but they're not just cookies. They are like kind of like pies. They're big fat cookies. Cassie just had a look at them in real life, and
I thought it was like the picture you posted online. I thought it was like a stack of cookies.
Yeah,
and then it ended up being one cookie.
It's one cookie
per stack.
Yeah. It's this little place. She just does out of her house, and it's, you go pick it up. Kind of how we used to do closing gifts up in Oceanside.
Yeah,
just put in they make them. Put it in the little shelf. You go pick it up, Venmo, Zelle, all that kind of stuff. That's how you get them. But I think she takes orders here. Let me bring up her actual stuff real quick, because she sent me her whole rundown of like all the kinds, all the flavors. And what do we have? I'll tell you what we had last night here shortly. All right. So her name's Christy, and she reached out. She's like, you guys want to, or she said, yeah, for some shout outs in Encinitas. Love you guys to try a box of cookies. We're like, yeah, let's do that for sure. So anyways, Tuesdays and Fridays are cookie days from 10 a.m. to 6. That's when those are 2 days that they're out. She makes them through the weekends and, the other days. So each box is 4 cookie minimum. So you can put more if you want, but 4 cookies is $38. They're giant, like I said. She's got the brown, this is her current lineup. Brown butter chocolate chip. You got the Biscoff with white chocolate and cookie butter. I think that's the one that you got. You have double dark PB bomb. I think that's the one I got. Lemon tart. They're a little small, lemon tart. And then salty blondes, drizzled caramel, and candied pecans. There's 2 of them. So those are a little smaller. And then this is the other one I think you got. Dubai dark chocolate with crumbled pistachios. Brown butter macadamia nut with a white chocolate topped with toasted coconut. I didn't have that one. And then a new one, orange creamsicle. You could also get a 12-inch cookie cake. And Tuesdays, box days. You got to pick up Tuesdays and Fridays. And then she's over in Encinitas. So hit us up if you guys want her info. But if you're looking for a little gift for somebody, this would be a good way to go. Just go pick it up.
Yeah, they look delicious.
They are. So we had them last night. They had like one of the it was just chocolate chip, and it was one of them. Pop it in the microwave for, she says 8 to 10 seconds, and just get it rolling. And it was very rich, very good.
Nice.
She did have Valentine's Day, but she had 2 boxes left on 12/10, but I think they were out by now. So anyways, her Instagram is Little Oaks Bakehouse. And why is it new? She's been around for a little bit, but just because we just found her. So she's new to us.
New to us.
So if you want to support local, go check that out. Next new, and this is a fun. So sometimes we do beer, sometimes we do beverages, sometimes we do places around town. This one is hop water. Do you know hop water?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get it at Bevmo. It's California, maybe even a San Diego brand. This article just says California, but
okay.
They did hop water partners with Stone Brewing on a non-alcoholic collaboration to kick off the year. So it's hop water, front run in the non-alcoholic beverage market, has teamed up with Stone, one of America's largest and most innovative brands. The hop water Centennial Citrus brings a craftsmanship and hops from Stone's iconic Stone IPA together with hop water's dry hopped line of hop waters. So I've had them sometimes in my, drinking breaks, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Get some hop waters, get some different stuff. But I've had a few of these. The blood orange is really good, but I'm excited, obviously, as a Stone IPA fan, kind of the same hops as that. Now it's not like a
Non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, it's not like an NA beer. It's just literally like sparkling water with hops in it, with a bunch of hops. This one also has where to go. hop water. So found in California in 2020, it's more than a healthy alternative to soda, beer, or cocktails. It's a consciously crafted sparkling hop water that blends bold hops with adaptogens and nootropics. So good stuff for your brain too. I don't know if have you ever taken nootropics?
I don't think so.
Probably
not.
If you've listened to Joe Rogan, I don't know if he does it anymore, but he used to always talk about Alpha Brain. It's like the big thing. And it's just a little pill and it's got nootropics in it. And you're supposed to take a few a day. Helps your brain out. Like I've done it before. I do filming, or I haven't done it before podcasts, but you could actually, it's weird. You could just kind of feel it a little bit. I had Julie take one too, and she didn't like it because it kind of felt weird the next day. Like I took 2, I think the serving's 2, but I was just doing 1 as like a little hit. But one time I did take 2 and it was just like, you get some more focus, but yeah, it was too much brain activity or something.
Yeah,
it was really weird. So
Like your brain was tired.
yeah, I don't know what it was, or just, it was alive. I don't know, one or the other, but nonetheless, some of the hop waters do have that, but they're pretty good. So you get them Sprouts, a few other places, but a little bit of Stone, a little bit of hop water collab. If you guys need a little NA alternative.
I saw Stone post that. So yeah, it looked good.
Yeah, they're good. They're solid. All right, to do. Now this is I said we talk about beer, right? We had to tie beer into here somewhere. So your to do for San Diego is going to find Pliny the Younger. Do you know Pliny the Younger?
Yep.
Okay. It's a triple IPA. This is their 22nd edition of it. So you guys have heard Pliny the Elder.
Yep.
That's their double IPA, Russian River. Do you remember the first time you had Pliny?
Probably Encinitas Ale House, I would guess. But it's been a long time. Really long time.
There used to be a lot of lore around it. It used to be hard to get. It used to be very...
like if you saw it, you had to get it.
Yeah.
Like that was and I still have a buddy that like swears if he sees Pliny the Younger or Elder, he gets it every time. I'm like, I've had it now. Like it's good. It's really good.
Yeah. Well, I think they must have used to do less
release.
Yeah, like just less volume of it, because
they had to. Yeah.
Now it's pretty much everywhere. So it's BTR doesn't always have one on tap, but they have a lot of times on tap,
or some kind of Russian River.
Yeah,
like Blind Pig or something like that too.
Yeah, they definitely have some, but it's been Pliny recently. The liquor store right there, they have a big box of Pliny, and then obviously not year round, and then they have a few of their other joints. They have some really good sours too. Like their sours are super solid, and then a few other IPAs. So it's just definitely not the lore it used to be. I remember I was out at dinner with my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, Julie. We were maybe up in the Bay Area somewhere, and they had it on the menu. And I didn't, I knew about San Diego beers and this and that, and we had Stone, and we had it was back in the day.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as widespread as it is now.
Yeah.
But we tasted it, and I was like, I don't know, dude. It's good for sure. I'm not saying it's bad, but it was definitely he was telling me about it and kind of what it was. Is super special. And now since I've learned more about it, but it wasn't like, wow, that is, because we had plenty of good San Diego beers, right? It was just like,
that's the whole point, is like the way people talk about it. It's like, it doesn't beat anything.
Yeah.
It's the best IPA on the planet. Like it's really good.
It is. It's kind of like a double IPA too. So it's pretty hefty.
Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I like it. Like if I see it on the menu though, I'm not going to like pass it. Like I'm not going to stop looking at the other options. I'm going to look at the other options and then make
Pliny,
the decision.
You're like, okay, here's a Pure Project. You're like, oh, here's a Belching Beaver. I don't know. I'll do any of those.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
But it sounds like Pliny the Younger triple IPA is a little bit harder to get. So it's that time again, and our Pliny Watch is back. And I'm going to tell you guys where the places that are confirmed are going to have it, because it's coming up in the next few weeks. We got some North County, we got some other ones, but it's also San Diego is getting it released before they're releasing it in the Russian River. They're not releasing it up there till March, but for the 5th year in a row now, San Diego beer drinkers will once again get early access to the most coveted beers on the planet. Russian River's brewing legendary Pliny the Younger will be pouring at select San Diego County bars and breweries weeks before the annual pilgrimage begins at the brewery's Northern California home. As of recent years, Russian River is delaying the on-site release of Pliny the Younger at its Santa Rosa and Windsor breweries. The 22nd anniversary edition of the ultra limited triple IPA will not be available at the source until March 20th through April 2nd. So they're only having like 12 days up there.
Wow.
But that gap once again opens the door for San Diego's top beer bars and accounts to tap kegs well in advance, making the region one of the best places in the country to find Pliny the Younger without a multi-hour line. So here we go.
So would you wait multiple hours for that beer?
Absolutely not. No, I would not. I would if I saw it and I might go, because we're right around some of these places, so maybe I'll go hit one up. But I'm not gonna go there first drop. I got to get it. Mm-hmm. Even though it I don't know. I mean, obviously it's gonna be good, but here are your spots. So North County on the 21st.
I definitely know one of them.
Naughty Barrel, Carlsbad Brewing Company.
That's the one I knew.
The 8th, the 10th, and the 11th. I guess they're not having it on the 9th for some reason. What's the date today?
Today is the 11th.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Well,
You better get to it.
You better get there. Maybe we'll go there after that. Encinitas Ale House is already passed. The 2nd and the 10th. Regal Seagull, dates not here. Pizza Port, Regal Seagull, Encinitas. Pizza Port, Carlsbad, dates aren't in here. Churchill's in San Marcos, dates are not here. PCH Sports Bar and Grill in Oceanside, the 21st through the 23rd. Then you have a few this is just throughout the rest of the county. Pizza Port, Ocean Beach, Bottlecraft, Little Italy, North Park, San Diego Tap Room, OB Noodle House, Fathom Bistro, Blind Lady Ale House, on and on and on. If you guys want the full list, hit us up. East County, you have West Coast Smoke and Tap House in La Mesa. In South County, you have Machete Beer House in La Nacional. And then the Mountains Pub at Lake Cuyamaca. So even our mountain folk gets them as well. But as always, Pliny the Younger is a triple IPA, clocking in at a roughly 10.25 ABV and 90 IBUs. First brewed more than 2 decades ago as a winter seasonal built on Pliny the Elder recipe. It became famous for its intense hop character, balance, and scarcity. Prior to the pandemic, Younger was released only once a year at the brewery, the first Friday in February, rain or shine, often drawing hundreds of people and selling out daily. So, it's that's going to be your to-do. On your to-do list, go find some Pliny the Younger.
I like it.
Where are we going for it? Nowhere.
Pizza. I forgot that Pizza Port's one of those in Carlsbad that has a Russian River beer pretty much all the time too.
Yeah,
on tap.
Just that one, or
no? I mean, that's just the one that I go to. So that's the one I know. They probably all have the relationship.
Yeah, they probably do, right? All right, and then coming up with Adu. Have you heard this news? Vista's getting a new logo.
Oh no!
Yeah, we're saying goodbye to the old logo that's been around since 2004, and it's getting some feedback online, to say the least. So, the Vista City Council wants to hear from you. As of January 13th, 2026, the City Council directed staff to gather community input as part of the consideration of a potential city logo redesign. Current logo was last updated in 2004 and has represented Vista for more than 2 decades. As Vista has grown and evolved, the city is exploring whether a refreshed visual identity is needed, one that better reflects the modern character, value, and aspirations. And looking at them, I don't know. The reason I saw this, there's a guy on Instagram, I think it's called Vista Logo 2026 or 20, something like that. Just look up Vista Logo. And he's making like a whole Instagram page based on this Vista and all that kind of stuff. And how it's like, whatever, just a bunch of feedback from locals and all that kind of stuff, and saying the new one kind of looks, I don't know. Can you bring it up on your phone?
Oh yeah.
Go to the podcast, or just look up Vista Logo, and they have 3 different versions, and it's I don't know. It's definitely like it's totally different vibe, right? It's lighter, it's brighter, it's more colorful.
Oh, I don't hate them. I mean, it looks like somebody made it in ChatGPT, but
that's what I was thinking. But a Vista-based designer who work includes projects from national brands such as Tony Hawk, Vans, ESPN, and Surfer Magazine.
I like number 2.
Designed them. So,
are yours in the same order?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the second one that says California. I think that's
Yeah, no palm trees. The other one, yeah.
there's not.
I guess if I had to choose the middle one.
Yeah.
All right, we got to make a reel. But I do like the normal logo that they have right now. Just kind of old school.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to freshen it up.
I guess so.
And Vista's trying to make a push to freshen themselves up anyway. Like
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. The logo survey closes March 16th, 2026. The results of the survey will be presented at City Council on April 14th as part of their discussion of the proposed logo redesign and branding package. So,
How much is this costing the city? That's my real big question. Is this at the top of the needs list?
Well,
How many potholes are there?
Chat GPT is $20 a month. So
That's right. It's not too bad.
give me 3 Vista logos. They're like, okay, here you go. Okay. Let me get back to here. What are we looking like? Oh, perfect.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. So we got our San Diego story of the week, and then we have a question for Cassidy. So got to get prepped
go.
for the
Yeah.
San Diego story of the week.
Oh, phone's in there. There you go.
That's all right. It could be in there a little bit. All right. But this week's story of the week, I'm excited because it brings back some good old fashioned memories right here in San Diego. And it's about how the Chargers made the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yep. And how that whole season. So we're going to give you the run through. So we ready?
Yeah.
Let's rock and roll. So let's see. It could be in there a little bit because it crops me out, but we got to figure something out for this because I like to make these and read them and do a little
order you a
research.
teleprompter right now.
Oh, there's one we have in mind, but
Okay.
they're expensive. Well, it's El Gato, and they have a nice one that we had one, but it was a little too small. Now they make an XL version, but we got to put in our budget potentially for the podcast. And I could put like right here, and then just looking at that, we're good.
That's right.
Uh-oh.
Now you're all blurry.
Lost me. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
So here is your San Diego story of the week. This week is how the Chargers made it to the Super Bowl. The 1994 San Diego Chargers season was the team's 34th in San Diego, and it turned into one of the most memorable runs in city sports history. It ended with a trip to Super Bowl 29. Now, here's a caveat. I will always be a San Diego Charger fan. I'll never be an LA Charger fan. So we can definitely tell this story then. Head coach Bobby Ross, fresh off a national championship at Georgia Tech a few years earlier, took over in 1992 and quickly won the AFC West. After slipping back to 8-8 in 1993, the Chargers finally broke through in 1994. This season, hold on. It never goes smoothly. I'm trying to get out of here. Okay, whatever. We'll just edit that part out. The season started with change. Coming off an 8-8 in 1993, the offense was overhauled. The team traded away its leading rusher and receiver, Marion Butts and Anthony Miller. Second-year back Natron Means stepped in to lead the role as set a franchise record with 1,350 rushing yards at the time. The receiving group of Tony Martin, Sean Jefferson, and Mark Say combined for over 2,000 yards. On defense, Junior Seau and Leslie O'Neal again led the team in tackles and sacks. Stanley Richard returned 2 of his 4 interceptions for touchdowns. Rookie safety Rodney Harrison joined the team as a 5th-round pick.
So fun to
and
watch.
Contributed mostly on special teams during this time, where the Chargers scored 4 return touchdowns. Kicker John Carney led the league in scoring, and long snapper David Binn began what would become a franchise record 17-year career. And after 8 years in San Diego, this part's important, Gary Plummer was traded to San Francisco, and the Chargers replaced him with Dennis Gibson, a 7-year vet who had spent most of his entire career with the Detroit Lions. The season opened on Sunday Night Football against the Denver Broncos, quarterbacked by John Elway. It didn't start well. The Chargers fell behind 17-0, but Sam Humphries kept playing, making plays, throwing for 232 yards. San Diego chipped away, got away with a 24-19, or got within 24-19. Then Stanley Richard intercepted Elway at the goal line and returned it 99 yards. The Charger pulled off the win, 37-34. San Diego then ripped off 6 straight wins to start the season and completely changed the vibe, the team, and the city. 14 games in, at 9-5, the Chargers were still in a strong position. Kansas City had slipped to 7-7. The Raiders were 8-6, but San Diego held the division tiebreaker. Miami was also 9-5 after missing a chance to pull away from the race in the AFC's second seed. Pittsburgh had control of the home field advantage, but a first-round bye was still on the table. Chargers flew east to face the Jets and got off to a slow start, trailing 6-0 in the second quarter. A short touchdown pass from Humphries to Say settled things down. Humphries then hit Martin for a touchdown of 44 and 60 yards, finishing 19 for 26 for 280 yards in a 21-6 win that clinched the AFC West. Miami lost later that day, giving San Diego control of its own destiny for the first-round bye. Pittsburgh had already locked up the top seed, but the regular season finale was still wild. With the score tied 3-3, Andre Coleman returned a punt 90 yards for a touchdown. The Chargers led 24-19 after 3 quarters. In the fourth, Means ran 20 yards to tie it, and Carney won it with a late field goal. The final score 37-34. San Diego finished 11-5 as AFC's number 2 seed. In the divisional round, the Miami Dolphins came west and jumped out fast. Dan Marino threw 2 early touchdown passes, while the Chargers had to settle for a short Carney field goals. When Marino threw for a third TD in the third quarter, Miami led 21-6, and it looked bleak at Jack Murphy Stadium. Then it flipped. The Chargers defense forced a safety and completely shut down Miami's run game, holding them to just 26 rushing yards. Means scored on a 24-yard run with 139 yards, cutting the lead to 21-15 in the fourth quarter. Humphries threw for 276 yards, led one last drive, and hit Say for an 8-yard touchdown. Marino got one final chance, but the last second field goal sailed wide right. Chargers win 22-21, and they were heading into their first AFC Championship game since 1981. Nobody gave San Diego much of a chance in the AFC Championship game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh struck first with a 7-0 and led 7-0, while the Chargers again settled for a field goal after a red zone drive stalled. It turned into a defensive grind. Neil O'Donnell moved the ball, but San Diego controlled the run game and stayed close, trailed 13-3 in the third quarter. Then the momentum flipped. Humphries hit Alfred Pupunu for a 43-yard field goal, then later found Martin for another 43-yard score to take a 17-13 lead. Pittsburgh drove to the Chargers' 3-yard line in the final seconds, but on fourth down, O'Donnell's pass was knocked down by none other than Dennis Gibson. Chargers win. San Diego headed into the Super Bowl. Now we all know how the Super Bowl ended. Do you remember the final score?
A lot to a little.
49-26. I always remember that in my head. We were watching it up in Big Bear. And once again, kind of a snooze fest for Charger fans. But we all know how that went. But the 1994 season was an all-time run and one of San Diego will never forget.
Yep.
It's a good season.
Agreed. That
was fun. And then the party started and they came back and my mom brought us to the stadium and we were there for their return. And that was just wild. Like how many people were in the stadium. And obviously my mom's a super fan. So she's like dragging all her kids down there. And we're like, yeah, sure, let's do it. It was, we were along for the ride. Pretty sure we had
after the Pittsburgh game or for after the
when they came home I don't know if it was that night.
I think it was, or maybe the next morning. I can't remember.
It was the nighttime when we were there.
Okay, so I think it was that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It was. I remember betting my dad $5 the Chargers. I think he probably just already knew that the Niners were going to win.
Yeah.
So he bet me $5, and I remember at halftime just like crying in my room. I'm like, Dad, do I still have to pay you $5?
He's like, yes. Yeah. Sorry. That was Cassie's first and last bet.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. But yeah, we had a huge Super Bowl party. I remember that year, but I think that's the only time we've ever had one.
Yeah.
So
the whole time, the whole town was
electric,
wild. It was just Charger stuff everywhere.
Yep.
It was just a really fun experience. Even as a kid, I remember a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I do too.
Yeah. That was good times. Mm-hmm. So anyways, who cares? They're in LA now. It doesn't matter. But if they ever come back, you guys do still have fans here. So
San Diego Charger fans.
San Diego Charger fans. Yeah, not for no.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it that while you were telling the story that when I lived on Neptune and Leucadia, our neighbor on the bluff was Bobby Bethard, who was the GM from 90 to 2000.
Yep.
So, and just saw that he passed away in 2023, which is a bummer. But
when I was researching, I brought him up. Yep. It just showed it from 2018 picture. I didn't see anything beyond that.
Yeah, he was such a nice guy. Really, really. Just we were little when we were there, but he was always super friendly, and my dad and him became buddies. So it was cool.
in the article I read, I think he signed Junior Seau to one of his big contracts.
Yeah. I mean, you talked about all that overhaul going into the 94 season. That was a lot of him.
Yeah.
So, because that was his wheelhouse. He was 1990
to 2000.
to 2000. Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
old Bobby Beathard.
Yep.
Yeah, that was fun, man.
Yeah, it was. I agree.
And we're just chasing that ever since.
Yep.
We had some chances, plenty of chances.
Yeah, I mean, we had better regular seasons than that too. That's the kind of crazy part is when you think back to some of Rivers' best seasons and LT's best seasons. They definitely had some opportunities that were probably even if they made the Super Bowl the season they went 14-2, they were probably going to be the favorites in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So just one muffed interception, and
Yep.
that's the ball game.
When I looked at that article, it was a bunch of articles I was looking up to kind of come up with how we want to tell that story. But one of them, it must have been older. It looked like an older website, but it said that Junior Seau knocked down that last pass, and I was like, no, that was not Junior Seau.
Yeah, it wasn't Junior.
That's why I tied in Dennis Gibson. I knew it was him, but I watched like a 3-minute clip of that game this morning.
Yeah,
it was rad. It was really good. It was fun.
Cool.
Yeah, I was like, oh, dude, I remember that feeling. I
Yeah.
remember watching that.
Remember when Seau? I just saw a post on this the other day, and I don't know who post or where it was posted, but Seau's down in Mission Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Was that Mission Valley?
Yeah,
somewhere down there.
Yeah, right off the 8 there.
I had my like 11th or 12th birthday party at
Seau's.
Seau's, and he was up in he had like a kind of like a box like up above there, and he and his family were all up in there, and I'm like, what are the chances? And we like kept asking the waiter, like, can he come down? It's his birthday. No dice.
Oh, sorry.
So, but it was cool. I mean, I don't remember anything about the restaurant, but that was a cool
Just
experience.
Remember seeing Seau there. Yeah, that's rad. Oh yeah, that was good times.
Yeah, agreed.
All right. Then we're going to lead it with this. All right. Question for Cassidy.
Oh yeah, forgot.
Are we ready for this?
I hope.
All right. Take your bias out of it. What is your prediction for the MLB West standings 2026?
That's tough. Take my bias out of it. I don't know. I mean, Dodgers, their number are going to be the 1 seed. Like that's
100 plus wins. What are we thinking?
Yeah, definitely. They've won 100 plus games. What, 3 years in a row?
Probably.
So, I mean, we can kind of. I think that one's kind of you can already decide that. I think between the Diamondbacks, Padres, and Giants, I think it's going to be tight. I mean, I don't love what the Giants did this offseason, but I don't love what the Diamondbacks and the Padres did this offseason either. Like nothing super special, no superstars. Diamondbacks, I feel like got older, and they just lost Corbin Carroll too. He just broke his hand or wrist or something.
Just in the offseason?
Just yesterday, I think. Oh. Yeah, so he's out of the World Baseball Classic, but then he's also out, I think, for at least a little bit. I don't know. I'll be a homer and say Dodgers first, Giants second, Padres third, Diamondbacks fourth.
Who's making the playoffs?
And the Rockies, lowly Rockies.
I know, you missed the Rockies. You didn't mention the Rockies.
No, I knew I was going to pick them fifth anyway, so I was just waiting. The Rockies signed another pitcher the other day, and I'm like, poor guy. Like you're going to a team that is going to win like 40 games, and you're probably going to give up like 400 home runs.
No pressure. No pressure. Just go in. You're like, it's free rolling here.
Can you imagine as a pitcher though? You're like, oh, this is gonna be my free agent year, and then Rockies the only one that offer you a contract. So anyway,
I'll hang out in Denver for the next year.
I think there's a chance. I mean, it depends how much they beat each other up, but I think there's a chance that 3 teams come out of the West again, which wouldn't be shocking.
Arizona's they're always scary.
Yeah,
they're always a tough. I think at the end of last year, I know we lost in the first round anyways, but I would have rather played the Cubbies than the Diamondbacks, even though we lost. Yeah. But it's still.
Yeah, the Diamondbacks are scrappy, but I feel like they just, I don't know, they just feel like I don't love what they added. Let's put it that way. Feel like they got a little bit older, and that doesn't usually bode well.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So we got Dodgers, Giants, Pods, Arizona's, Colorado.
Yeah.
All right. You heard.
I know at least first. I'm going to get the bookends are going to be correct. So
the middle 3, little iffy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. There we go. Baseball season coming up, guys. Livin in San Diego podcast coming to a close. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe, like, share, all that kind of fun stuff. Trying to build this up into a good little community here. Maybe we'll have some swag in the future. It's not swag, it's swag. Why do I keep saying swag? I'm going to call it swag. That's going to be
swing.
Yeah, swing. But yeah, we'll have some more people on here. We have some good potentials in the works. So anyway, it should be fun. Follow us at where are we at? At Livin in San Diego on the old Instagram. I'm Chris Erickson. We got Cassidy Lewis. Catch y'all next week.
Adios.